Guys, I had to go check on my food, so could not pause really. So yeah, so there's a time a couple of months later, way later, now I'm dating the other guy, and he calls me, and I hear people talking. I answer my phone. I'm driving. I answer my phone. I hear people talking in the background. Now I don't have this number, but it looked familiar, but I couldn't pick up any voices. I'm like, man, this number, whose number is this? I could not remember it, but I suspect it was him. But I'm keep saying hello, 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 but like there's so many people talking. Like it seems like, you know, when someone butt dials you by mistake, and I'm like, can it really be a mistake? I don't know. Anyway, I think it's him. Anyway, whatever. The person ends up hanging up. I call it back, right? I'm calling it back. And the person answers, silence, hangs up. They call me back. I pick up. He's like, hey. So he's then saying to me, oh, okay, sorry, I called you by mistake. You know, yada yada yada. I was like, oh, okay, if that was a mistake, then okay, fine. Then, you know, we're done here, right? Like that was my energy, not to be funny. Like it was really my energy, and I think, okay, then I understand his hurt, because I had to. Now we'll get to that. So that was my energy. Like, what do you want, dude? Like, and he was trying to like just talk to me, find out how life was, and I'm like, so it really wasn't like a bad day, was it? You just trying to talk to me, like, well, what's there to talk about? Like, you know, because now I'm in a new relationship, get happy, love lives here, get right. What do you want? So that was kind of the energy, but then hung up the phone. We didn't talk again. I get to China. This is now it gets interesting. I get to China. We have not spoken in years. I think when he butt dialed me, that was like 2018 or 17. Can't remember. Get to China 2019 December. I think around 2020, before my birthday, I get a text, not a text, a voice note from a number that looks very familiar again. That 082, I can't remember the last numbers, but I always know the 082 number that is not saved on my phone. Very high chances that it's him. Or the other guy. Now the other guy was also now my ex. But anyway, I get a voice note that's 1 hour and 20 minutes long. I didn't realize voice notes can be that long. So I get this voice note, and this is like a couple of days before my birthday. Man, that was so horrible. When I tell you, I have never heard such vulgar language. You know, like a person that's just like, F you, I effing hate you, you effing messed up my life, you effing, hey, giddy effing, all sorts of swear words. Like they were just rolling out his tongue, like just etiquette at that point. I don't know. But whoa, it was intense. And he was just like, he hates me, I ruined his life, I broke his heart, and you know, I just ruined his life. And that he got to a point where, like, you know, he was just drinking excessively, you know, there was a lot of substance abuse, he was away from God again, because I'm the devil came up, you know, I guess should be used to that by now. Should be my middle name, I don't know, but I'm the devil in his life. And that was 1 hour 20 minutes of just bashing me. Very toxic, very, very toxic. Like, I'm like, wow, you know, like there's some things I don't want to say. Like, And by that I just mean like he was just explaining how out of control he was. And I don't want to make a joke out of that. If he was going through some hard shit, I am sorry that he went through that. I don't believe it's okay to blame me that you went through some ish like that, just saying stuff like, I had a passion in music, and I was working a straight 9 to 5 to try and make sure like I can be a good husband to you, can provide. What? Now this is what got me, because you're talking about how you wanted us to have this future, you saw this future with me. Where was that energy? Because you listen to what I've been saying. No, 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 and no. You said nothing about a future with me. You did not want to be with me. You told me I can go. You don't give a damn. Today you want to sit there and say you made sacrifices for me? What? What future? Like I was genuinely like confused. Imagine hearing all these things for 1 hour, just person just telling you how horrible you are. And like this was the Sunday before, yeah, Monday was gonna be work, and I'm like, wow. And at the end, and during all of this, I'm just hearing swear words. I'm being sworn left, right, and center in every single way. The Monday comes. Oh yeah, and so the end of the voice note, he says, and I hope you cry yourself to sleep. You know what? I was like, this can't be normal. I'm sorry, but this cannot be normal. This cannot be okay. I laugh now. In the moment, it was not funny. I think now I can make light of the situation to an extent where I'm able to talk about it without it being that deep for me. But imagine in that moment getting a 1 hour, 20-minute voice note of someone just, and then in the voice note, he says, I hated you so much. Like, so much so that I heard one time you were sick, and I was happy. I was happy you were sick. I've been praying to God. I'd get on my knees every single day and beg for you to die. You begged for me to die. And even in the voice note, again, he keeps quoting God. He says, I need God. I need saving. I need to read the Bible. I need listen, I need a cleansing, pretty much. Like, I am the most terrible human being that walked away from a person that didn't want to be with me. That's what I did. I walked away from a person that did not want to be with me, and now I'm the devil. I've never prayed for someone to die. I don't get that. You telling me about the Bible, yet you are praying for me to die. Make it make sense. Like, I could not understand how that makes sense, that you prayed for me to die. And you want to preach that I need God? Baby, start with yourself. How about that? So, but now what's weird about this is that, fine, I responded. And so we went back and forth for a little bit until I was like, I'm tapping out of this. This is exhausting. Because I'm like, you really can't tell me you mad at me for walking away from someone that didn't want to be with me. Like, literally, I didn't do nothing else to you but walk away from you because I didn't want to be with you. It's like, the way I used to speak to him, the things I used to say hurt his feelings or whatever. I'm like, fine, I skis. But you need to understand, I'm hurt. I was hurting too. You've hurt me before. He's like, you can't compare what I did to you the first time to what I did. What I did was the most horrible thing a human can do in the world. So my feelings don't matter. My feelings were invalid, and like they were invalid, like null and void, because he was hurting. The fact that I was also hurting and he's hurt me before doesn't matter. I walked away from him. He says I cheated on him. So while we were having our thing, I was with the other guy and dating him and all this stuff. But What? I dated that when him and I dated our situation. This was around maybe the first week of August or whatever. That guy that I told you guys that I ended up dating, we started dating in September. The fuck you talking about? I cheated on you. Boy, bye. We weren't even dating. No. I was hurt. I was telling you I'm talking to someone. And talking to someone was not even like, it was just like, oh no, I'm going through some things. Just, hey, hi, how are you? Good, you. It was nothing that deep. We were not dating. We were not nothing until September. Like, we were not close. I was still going through my own ish. And I didn't want to rush that situation because I felt like, I'm trying to figure, am I dating this guy as a rebound or what? So I was trying to take my time with that. So like from July to September sometime, I had to like recover, right? Yeah, I think it was around July. Yeah, July or first week of August when I walked out of his life for good. So no, I did not cheat on you. We were not dating and you didn't want me. You told me to move on. So what did I do that was wrong? Again, this is where I'll ask you guys, was I wrong to walk away from someone that did not want to be with me? I don't get it. I don't get it. But now also he continues, then he blocked me again. And then he unblocked me, I think a week later, and he was like, I hate you, but I love you. So that was kind of like our pattern for a very long time. That was very much so our pattern of 6 or 3 months or 2 months after that situation, after that 2020 thing, like a few months would go by, we'll text again. It's still the same thing. I hate you, but you hurt me. You're the devil, you're white, but I still love you. Why do I still love someone that hurt me? That's what he would keep saying to me. And I'm like, dude, make up your mind. Either you forgive me or you don't. He's like, that's the problem with people that hurt other people. You just expect them to move on like nothing ever. I'm like, what? Do you want me to sit here? You've insulted me. You've prayed for me to die. You broke up with me. You didn't want to be, you rejected me. You want to sit there and tell me I have nothing to forgive. You have something. Hey, yeah, what am I? I was like, you're lying. There's no way. So this toxicity went on, I think last year around Feb, we spoke. And then I kind of told him, because I was now, again, it was very weird. It's like he would talk to me and kind of try to suss out if I'm with anyone or dating anyone. And I did start talking to someone. And so at some point I told him, dude, look, take your time to heal, but I can't do this. It's very draining to talk to someone who puts you down every day. In as much as we're not dating, and I wasn't expecting us to date, but if you say you want some sort of friendship or what, and again, someone is going to ask me, why are you even talking to someone that prayed for your death? Exactly. So it's like you want to put me down and bash me and be terrible to me every single day. And you expect me to do what? It was draining. You come back from a long day at work and then you're listening to voice notes of someone calling you a horrible person every day. And I'm like, heal. I think you're an amazing person. Like, there was a time where I thought you were amazing. I can't take away the person you were to me, but heal. Don't be this person. This is toxic. Like, heal. And I wish you all the best. I cannot be your punching bag anymore. I was so drained. I'd be crying myself to sleep, and I'm like, but why? And some of the friends from our group are like, stop talking to this person. Don't do this to yourself. You can't be you're a punching bag at this point, and it's not okay. And that's when I was just like, I'm out. And I blocked him. At some point, I unblocked him. I think for me, Usually when I'm over someone, I'm able to unblock you. If you're still blocked, I probably still feel some type of way towards you. So one day I wake up, I'm like, you know what, it's okay, I've healed, I've moved on, I'm okay. And then around June, on his after his birthday, a week or two after, he texts me like, wow, you didn't even say happy birthday. What for? Like, and that's when we went back and forth about that, like, he's disappointed that I didn't reach out, and I've been quiet, and I'm always switching up on him. This is why he can't trust me. Like, I can't help you trust me. And that was kind of the end of the road for me. I blocked him and I never unblocked him again. So this is pretty much the point where it's just like, yeah. So I think I last spoke to him was it last year or the year before last? Either last year or the year before last, but by June sometime, that's when I officially blocked him for good. I've never spoken to him again, not a text, nothing. And yeah, and I thought, you know what? This is not to bash him, to make you look like a terrible person. I think you're an amazing soul. You love hard. And I don't know. I don't ask about what's happening in his life. No one tells me either. I don't search his social media. So I genuinely don't know. He could be married, he could have kids, he could be in a relationship, he might not. I don't know. But I really truly wish him love and healing and happiness through all of that, through all the bad he done said and did. I still have no hate towards him or ill feelings. But yeah, that is the drama that happened for a good 10 years in my life with this guy. So my question I pose to you guys, was I wrong in acrimony? And mind you, I apologized profusely. I was like, I don't apologize for walking away. I apologize for how that made you feel. The last thing you want is someone to hurt because of you. And I didn't think he would hurt like that. It took me, like, I was taken by surprise that he was that hurt. When I heard that for that 1 hour voice note, I was like, whoa. Because remember, when I walked away, this was someone who didn't care. So I guess maybe deep down he did, but he didn't make it known to me. So for me, I looked at him as someone who doesn't care, who doesn't want me, all those things. So when I walked away, I didn't even think it bothered him, at all. So to hear all of this years later, it shocked me that, whoa, so he did love me. He just didn't want to say it, didn't want to admit it, didn't want to commit. And that's what happened. He lost me at the time, and we couldn't recover. We couldn't get back from that. So I don't know. I apologize for how I made him feel, because I know that I was very rude towards the end of it all, because he hurt me. Not rude when we stopped talking recently. No, I was still, even though he would bash me every day, I still was very kind, I didn't fight him. Because I was like, I guess he needs to vent. Let me let him vent. I was not, you know what I mean? I hurt him back then when it was ending, about that 20, when I first got the job and I walked away. That's when I was really rude to him. But ever since he came back, I was a punching bag. I let him speak to me, however, and I didn't say anything back. But I don't believe I was wrong for walking away. So he felt like I should apologize for that, but I can never apologize for walking away. Yes, that guy and I didn't work out, but I have no regrets for choosing myself over someone that didn't want to choose me. No. So, but I guess it's not for me to decide, it's for you guys to tell me, do you think I was wrong in acrimony? But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the story. I know it was quite long. It was a 3-part story. But again, it's something that happened over 10 years. So 10, 11 years. So understand why. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have a similar story, do share. But yeah, Anyway, please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Until next time, bye.